Hello Aries, welcome to your reading. Hope all is well, thanks for tuning in. It's Saturday the 13th of June 2026. I'm going to get some messages for you guys and see what you've got going on. Please take what resonates and leave what does not. So for Aries, what messages do we have for Aries? Messages for Aries. Okay, we have the Ten of Cups in reverse, the Page of Wands in reverse, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. And no, my cards are not all in reverse. So Aries, something here that's not it's happy potential energy. There's a bit of disharmony, disconnection, perhaps a broken relationship, some sort of separation or disharmony within a relationship, a marriage, a family situation, or a commitment, or something to do with money, your job, your career. There's something here that you're not happy about, you're not fulfilled about, you're not satisfied, there's something here that's stuck. I'm going to start clarifying because I need, to see what this is for you. And I'm going to stay with this deck because my intuition is telling me so. Why is the Ten of Cups here in reverse for Aries? The Fool and the Knight of Cups in reverse. So there was a new beginning, or you're hoping for a new beginning, to have a new fresh beginning or peace within this disconnect, this whatever this is that's going on. You're hoping to bring harmony, peace, fresh energy, a new beginning, reconciliation, getting things back together, getting back together with someone, or bringing your family back together, your marriage back together. There's some mixed feelings about this for you or someone within this situation. Feelings are unstable, emotions are unstable. Possibly I'm getting questioning someone's feelings, or someone's questioning your feelings, or you feel, or someone feels here that they are being manipulated in some way. Perhaps there has been a breakup, a separation, and you're moving on. Fresh energy, new beginnings. Ending something to begin something. Why is the Page of Wands here in reverse for Aries? The Tower and the Eight of Swords in reverse. So there's been, a Tower moment. Something's fallen down, a shocking moment, or sudden change. Doesn't necessarily have to be a massive shocking thing. It could just be a massive point within yourself, or a situation that something needed to change, something needed to fall apart, something needed to fall down in order to resolve or kind of transform into something more positive. You're kind of, I'm getting a fresh energy of being liberated, of being free. Something that you were trapped in your mind about, your emotions about. And this Tower moment has allowed you to move forward, to get out of some kind of stuckness that you've been in, or that the situation has been in. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here in reverse for Aries? The Hanged Man in reverse and the Two of Wands in reverse. So yeah, this could have been, you could have been stuck at a crossroads about this, or are stuck at a crossroads. Perhaps this Tower moment hasn't come in yet. This could be to do with your job for some of you, money, your job. Perhaps you're unhappy in your job or your work, or you're not seeing kind of much abundance, and you're not seeing much materialize from the efforts that you're putting into your job, your career, or something to do with money. There is a strong energy of indecision here. There's some sort of decision that's needing to be made that's not being made. Someone's not sure which way to go on something. And there's been a lot of thinking about it, but too much thinking and not enough action is what I'm getting. There's also definitely a failed partnership here somewhere, relationship, marriage, whatever it is. Could be in business, perhaps a failed business partnership. And there's also some self-doubt and overthinking, or there has been. Why is the Ten of Pentacles here in reverse for Aries, please? The Sun in reverse and the Devil in the upright. So yeah, there's some sort of negative energy here, heavy. This could be to do with overspending for some of you, or who it resonates for, or not being sensible with your money. Perhaps spending too much or indulging in something too much that's causing you problems. You know, it's not leaving you with a good money situation. Something here that's making you unhappy, keeping you stuck, but it's kind of consuming you. You feel very held, very attached to this. Perhaps it's a unhealthy lifestyle or habit or temptation. Perhaps you spend too much money on clothes, shopping, alcohol, eating out, whatever it is, shoes. There's something there that's, you kind of know you've got to stop doing it, but you are still doing it. But the Tower is there. Perhaps you now realize what the issue is, and you're trying to detach from that and let it go to move into a more positive light. So why is the Fool here for Aries? Why is the Fool here for Aries? The Nine of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Yeah, you're needing to make a decision, and I am getting that this is about money for some of you, or your job, your career, or your money in general. You are needing to make a decision with regards to your spending habits or how you're handling money, in order to become abundant again, in order to become in a better financial standing again. You, or perhaps you've got some debt or something like that, there's something here that you need to deal with money wise that's going to put you back in a stable new beginning, fresh energy, putting you back on your feet on a stable foundation. Could have something to do with legal matters for some of you. You could be getting some advice about this, advice about how to deal with all this, how to make this change in order to have this new beginning that will make you happier and more abundant and in a better financial situation. Perhaps you're thinking of moving job, moving career, getting a better job, or getting something that's going to pay you more. Why is the Tower here for Aries? Two of Pentacles in reverse and the Chariot. Again, overwhelmed. I feel that one of you, or whoever it resonates for, you're in a sticky situation when it comes to finances or your responsibilities, paying bills, looking after your family perhaps. and you're wanting to move forward quickly to make a change. I think you're realizing that a change needs to be made quickly, because I mean, I don't know if you've got something that's happened, a big bill's come in, or you're kind of, there's a panic here about money and stability. Sorry, someone's out in their garden with their hedge cutter. Not sure if you can hear what sounds like a very angry wasp buzzing. Hopefully not. Right, why is the Hanged Man here in reverse for Aries? The Nine of Wands and the Five of Cups. There's something here is a battle. It's leaving you feeling pretty worn out, but you're determined to get through it. You're feeling some sort of loss, disappointment and regret, perhaps guilt. But, you know, things go wrong. We all make mistakes or situations. Do you know what I mean? All we can do is move forward. We can't dwell on it. We must keep moving forward with determination and positivity. Why is the Sun here in reverse for Aries? Three of Wands in the upright and the Page of Pentacles. Yep, looking ahead. Looking ahead. Making plans, learning, getting advice about what we need to do in order to go forward and become more stable and iron out any issues that are going on with life, with family, with friends, with finances, with job, with career, with bills that needs to be paid. Just chugging on ahead regardless of what tries to hold us back. Why is the Devil here for Aries? The Empress in reverse and the Knight of Swords in reverse. I think you're needing to take better care of yourself. I think you're kind of stressed out with all of this and you're not kind of looking after yourself. There is something here that's leaving you empty, Aries. It's draining you. I think you know it is, and I think you know what the situation is, and I think you know something needs to be done because it's possibly getting out of hand. I think there's been some hasty or impulsive decisions been made, and it's left you in a place of possible chaos. But I think, yeah, I think you know what it is you need to do in order to go forwards. Why is the Chariot here for Aries, please? Judgment and the Eight of Cups in reverse. So you know what it is you need to do. You've been stuck or fearful of doing this, or you've been kind of I feel like you've been frozen in this situation, fearful, worried, not knowing how to move forward. But there's something here, you know you need to move forward, and you're getting to that point. You're kind of facing the fear and doing it anyway. That's a book, by the way, a very well-known book. Perhaps it's a book you might want to read. It's about feeling worried, fearful, anxiety, and just going for it and kind of realising at the end that, hey, I can do it. The Empress in reverse, why is she here for Aries? The Eight of Wands in reverse and the Six of Swords in the upright. So needing to move on, needing to take direction, needing to go forwards. There could have been some conflict in communication within this situation for you. I'm going to put these into their suits, Aries, because there's a lot here and I just want to make sure that I've got everything from the energy that I'm reading. One moment. I'm seeing the energy of, yes, there could have been a relationship breakdown here. Or some sort of issue within a family situation, but I'm getting the energy of someone who's getting back on their feet. I'm also getting a heavy energy of something to do with possibly addiction, but more overspending. Someone knows what is holding them back. They know what that devil energy is. They know what they're addicted to or impulsive about or tempted by. They know what the problem is. And they know what's holding them back from making this change. And they know what's holding them back and making them unhappy. And they know what it is they need to do in order to make that change. Possibly getting some legal advice or dealing with the authorities in some way with regards to making this change. Possibly this is something possibly to do with a legal matter within your job, career, business, perhaps unfair dismissal, something like that, or something that's been happening within a business, career, job, something that's left you with money worries. But I'm also getting someone's habits, lifestyle is leaving them with money worries. And it's affecting a family or a marriage or a family situation. Could be some issues to do with money within a family situation. Someone's waiting on there's something that's stuck, but someone's determined to get through with it, go through with it. There's quite a lot here, but it's, yeah, I think you're getting to the point of dealing with this, Aries. You're realising what the issue is or how it's got to this point, and why you're in the situation you're in. And I think you're now taking steps to move forward, deal with it, resolve it, make it better, and to, yeah, you come into a judgment point, a judgment moment. You're taking account, you're taking stock of it all, and you're knowing what it is you need to do to get yourself out of it. So that's what I have for you, Aries. Hope it helped you in some way. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.